Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Rakakadash. Double honor to all the elders and apostles that taught me this truth. Peace and shalom to my fellow Akim. So we're just going to go over a few videos, man, of, the agenda of the Great Reset, or better known as the New World Order, man. And we know Esau, Edom, he's not hiding what he's trying to do. It's out in the open for those that have eyes and ears to hear and see this thing, man. All right. And he's selling it to you as a new normal and as a way to allow and accept his policies and his rules that he's bringing forth to get to back to normal. And a lot of people are going to go for it, man. All right. A lot of people are going to go for it. So this first video is from the Ice Age Farmer, who has pretty good videos, man. And we'll drop some scriptures off and get into these videos, man. Lord willing that this lesson's edifying.
Ladies and gentlemen, despite repeated promises that the UK government would never, ever consider doing so, Dominic Raab turned heads this morning on LBC when he announced that yes, we are considering deploying the COVID vaccine passports domestically, and you might need them even to go to the supermarket. Take a listen.
Back on the vaccine passports, clearly this is something that's going to have to be agreed internationally, which the government is now making signs that it's looking at. What's, though, to stop
the supermarket? Take a listen.
Back on the vaccine passports, clearly this is something that's going to have to be agreed internationally, which the government is now making signs that it's looking at. What's, though, to stop a company in this country demanding that in order to enter a restaurant or in order to go into a pub in the future, that someone produce a document saying that they've got a vaccine, a domestic vaccine passport where you have to show a bit of paper to go into a supermarket or something like that?
Well, it's something. Okay, and we ultimately know that that's going to end up being started with paper passports, this and that, and they're going to be able to be forged and hacked and all this other shit. And so then they're going to move to the MOB, man. Okay, which we should know what that is right now, man. All right, the MOB is the acronym Mark of the Beast. All right.
It hasn't been ruled out and it's under consideration, but of course you've got to make it workable, and you've got to. I think the thing with when I looked at this, whether it's on the international, the domestic, or the local level, you've got to know that the document that is being presented is something that you can rely on.
Well, yes, Bob, we are considering requiring a vaccine passport just to let you buy food at the supermarket. Oops, blimey, wasn't supposed to read that part yet. And indeed, Dominic Raab's aides scrambled to clarify that Mr. Raab had been responding to a hypothetical question, you see, and while vaccine passports are being looked at for international travel, which was also never supposed to happen, they're certainly not being considered domestically. No, that's not supposed to happen till April, you see. Yes, this was being covered by the Daily Mail and several other publications.
And they were talks about not being able to travel domestically here in America over these passports, man. Okay, so we see that again, the beast all having one mind. Let's see if we can pull that up real quick. It's got a few scriptures queued up. Let's see. I know it's Revelations. I think it's like 17, around 17, I believe. Salakia, y'all, while I pull it up. Yeah, here we go. Revelation 17:13. These all have one mind and shall give their power and their strength unto the beast, okay, which is NATO and the EU, man. These other vassal states or smaller countries, man. Okay, the 10 toes. All right, the smaller, weaker countries, man. All right. Let me see here. Let me see. Now we'll wait. We'll wait to go into that.
But while it is new to actually hear it straight from a government employee, yeah, the gloves are coming off. as the masks have gone on. But it's no surprise to viewers of this channel, the Ice Age Farmer broadcast. After all, we've been watching as grocery stores prepared to do testing there, or even hiring thousands of pharmacy technicians and training them up on how to administer the COVID-19 vaccine right there at the grocery store. We also saw the huge grocery stores like Costco, Kroger, Walmart, and Amazon invest millions of dollars into retooling their entire flow to have special parking spots for curbside pickup and a special online ordering, as if, because they've been doing this over the course of the last year now, as if they somehow had insight into the idea that one day in the future, possibly, there could be, hypothetically, a situation where there was an entire class of customers who would no longer be allowed to enter their store. And now we see that that's exactly what's happening. We also knew that this was going to happen because these talking points went out from the Rockefeller Foundation themselves in their COVID-19 National Testing and Tracing Action Plan, which called out grocery stores, just like farms and other parts of the food supply chain, as dirty and dangerous, and basically said that grocery store employees should receive a pay bonus for working there on the front lines of the pandemic, something which, under the new Biden-Harris administration, has just been implemented. All of a sudden now grocers are being offering a premium. They're offering $4 extra hazard pay as a pandemic pay for those frontline workers, on the first responders to the pandemic. Again, just pushing the propaganda, the idea that it's so dirty and dangerous there around all that food and all those people that you shouldn't even be going to the store. We saw these articles why you should probably stop going to the grocery store.
Right. And ultimately why they're going to have this this digital passport, man. So we see what it's leading to. Okay? And with the Texas weather being so bad last week and the week before that, majority of these stores are wiped clean, man. Okay, and it just creates a trickle effect, and I'm a little willing to do a video on that later on today, what that's leading to. All right, but yeah, we'll just finish out on this video. It's not much longer to go, man. We see what their agenda is headed up to.
You know, given that whole coronavirus thing. Yeah. So we've been covering this theme about major changes to food retail because that's got to happen as this food shortage situation gets worse and worse. Consumers' access to food will be removed. They will be distanced from the actual food there at the retail establishments. The selection will shrink, and of course the prices will jump up ridiculously.
Hyperinflation.
Look for all of these things to happen in the very near future. We're going to leave it there right now because
that's right, man. The very near future, these things are coming on the forefront.
Hello. What's perturbing you, little man?
Well, I read that Denmark is going to introduce a vaccine passport for the COVID and that other countries might do the same.
And?
Well, isn't that effectively making the vaccine compulsory?
Not at all. Well, not unless you want to leave your country. And who'd want to leave Denmark?
Most Danes, I would have thought.
Are you saying Denmark is a shithole?
No, I mean, I've never been. I'd like to go. It's good bacon, I hear. And I like to travel.
So you think your country is a shithole?
No! Well, sometimes. No, I don't. No.
Why on earth would you want to leave? Skiing? Sunny beaches? Different cultures and cuisines? So that you don't become a small-minded cretin?
Yes.
Such luxury. Look, for years people have needed vaccinations to visit certain countries.
But not to leave their own country.
Globetrotting is overrated. It caused this mess in the first place. You infect one tiny bat.
Well, which vaccine would you even need?
The good one.
Which one's that?
That depends on where you live.
Well, it's not just travel. You know, some companies are talking about making vaccines compulsory for their employees.
That's right.
Just get vaccinated then. Easy.
I will, and most people will, and that's a good thing, but some people don't want to.
Ah, but they're anti-vax nutters who think that their mother's brother's colleague's cousin on Facebook has access to scientific knowledge denied to the rest of the planet.
And see, that's what Esau wants to push. That anyone who's not with this is a conspiracy theorist, and they are will be considered as enemies of the estate, man. All right, and we know, and we understand these things, man. Salaki looks like it just froze up on me. So this is Proverbs 2, and we'll start at let me see, Proverbs 2. I think we'll start at 11. Hold on. Yeah, it's Proverbs 2. Let me see. Salaki, y'all. I think I got the wrong one. Yeah, Salaki, y'all. The app tripping. But this is Proverbs 2 and 7. It says, he layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. And this is talking about the elect, man. Okay. The women, men, and children that will come back unto the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua in these last days. He keepeth the paths of judgments and preserveth the way of his saints. Again, going into the elect, man. The saints are the Israelites, man. The chosen. You Latinos, Native Americans, and so-called Negroes, man. All right. And you confusion of faces that we call confusion of faces. You Israelite foreigners that look like other people. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity. Yeah. Every good path. And we understand those ways, man. By coming back, okay, and hearkening to the words of the prophets and coming back, we understand the path, man. Okay. When wisdom entereth into thy heart and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee. All right. Verse 12, to deliver thee from the way of evil men, from the path that speaketh forward things. And these are different types of forward things. Okay. Putting foreign objects inside your body, inside your right hand, inside your forehead, all this other shit, man. He's having your sex change. All right. Men becoming women and women becoming men. All right. We understand these things. Okay. Verse 13, who leave the path of righteousness to walk in the ways of darkness. And that's what they have. They did leave that. They left the path of righteousness because it's supposed to be founded. This is supposed to be a Christian country, a Christian nation. God loves everyone, but you're forcing people to do evil deeds, man. Okay. Verse 14, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the forwardness of the wicked. And you're going to have 2/3 of you niggas that are going to go right along with this and deem us terrorists and conspiracy theorists, man. All right. Let me see here, man. This is tripping, bro. Phone's tripping, y'all. Oh, man, dude. Salaki, y'all, my phone acting up. All right, got it back on track. So we're going to jump into the next video because actually we'll go to the last in that one. But this is in Israel, I believe this is, and just check this out.
Introducing TraceScan, the digital COVID tracing solution. Workers simply just wear the device. The wearable technology will communicate with others. When a close proximity contact has occurred, the wearable will record the event. If users are less than 6 feet apart, the device beeps to alert the users. The data kept on TraceScan is completely confidential and is under enterprise control. If anyone in the working premises reports COVID-19 positive, HR or health and safety officials can log into the online reporting dashboard and see who they have been in contact with, what their risk level is, and send an exposure notification. Contact tracing will be made simple with all the close proximity contact having been recorded. Get back to work today with TraceScan. Order now at www.facedrivehealth.com.
All right. This is man's enterprise, man. Okay, that he's getting ready to bring forth, man. But the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna cut that off and interrupt that, man. This is Job 15:12. It says he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And that's what's getting ready to happen, man. You're gonna be disappointed. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not gonna let anyone slip through the cracks, man. Get away, man. Everyone is gonna receive their judgment according to their faith and their works, man. All right, and it goes for you, you scoffers and you markers as well, man. Definitely you, man. Definitely you damn scoffers and markers. Let's view more. Let me see. Verse 13, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. And the forward is the, you know what I'm saying, these wicked elite and the 2/3, man. All right. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. All right. And that's what's end up going to happen, man. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to preserve, like we say over and over again, man, his elect. Now, there was one, I think I had like one more video. Slakia. I had one more video, man. Let me see if I can find that. It was going into Israel.
After a long winter lockdown of nearly 2 months, a new breath of life on the streets of one of the world's oldest cities. Restrictions have eased across Israel, with open-air markets and shopping centres welcoming customers back.
Well, it's about time. We had a long time at home and it wasn't easy.
But only those with a green badge or vaccination passport will be allowed to go into businesses like movie theatres, swimming pools and gyms.
And now we can start to work out again, and let's hope it will stay like this and we don't go back to the way it was before.
The partial reopening is a big moment for Israel, which has been inoculating its population at a blistering rate. Since the vaccination program began 2 months ago, almost half the population of more than 9 million have received their first dose.
Woo!
We are now finally in a moment where we need to think how to return to what we call maybe the new normal.
The Green Badge scheme is closely watched as a possible model for how other countries might reopen. People in the Palestinian territories, the West Bank and Gaza, are only just starting to receive their first shipments of doses donated by Israel and Russia. They've been largely excluded from the vaccine program in Israel, which has control over vaccine imports.
We must see how the Palestinian community is being vaccinated. We need to do it because it's our moral responsibility, but also...
And you got some people out there that mask not all the way over their face. Some people wasn't wearing a mask. Just bullshit, man. Look, it's a scheme and it's a setup, man. And it's bullshit. Okay? This is 2nd Esdras 8:27. Regard not the wicked adventures of the heathen, but the desire of those that keep thy testimonies in afflictions. And that's what we are going to do. We are going to get ready to be afflicted, man. But we're keeping the testimony of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And that testimony is that he is going to come and get his elect, man, his people, man. All right. And save us from this wicked man. All right. Let's see what else we got here. This is Psalms 21:8. Thy hand shall find out all thy enemies. Thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee. And Esau, Edom, and the other nations, chiefly Esau, Edom, and the other nations, hate the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And 2/3 of you people do as well, man. And the Lord is going to find you out and ultimately destroy you for your evil doing at the end of the day, man. All right. So there's no green pass and promises of a brighter future. That's not gonna fly, man.
Also, because otherwise we cannot get into herd immunity. Israel argues the vaccine rollout in the territories is the responsibility of the Palestinian elected leaders. Israel has had 3 national lockdowns since its first documented coronavirus case exactly a year ago. With unemployment rates now over 20%, the government has pledged there will not be a 4th, saying today marks the start of a return to normality. Tom Joyner, ABC News.
And there you go, man. That's pretty much their plan on that. And this video is what's going on. I believe this is in August. This is in Paris.
Je me demandais est-ce que c'est un médecin que vous aimeriez avancer ou c'est autre chose, c'est de dévoiler et de démasquer les gens qui sont pas.
See, they're peacefully protesting because they don't believe in it, man. Look, passports prove they don't believe in it, man. They're not with it. And you're gonna have a lot of other people, look, taking it off. You're gonna have a lot of people that are not gonna go with this, man. They don't believe in this, man. They don't. They're not gonna conform with this, man. All right. So they're gonna be uproars of the people, man. Let's see here. So we already went over that. This is Ecclesiastes 12:14. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. And what Esau Edom has coming down the forefront is nothing but evil, man. All right, nothing but evil. And we'll go to the Job 20 from here. This be the last one, man. We'll get ready to get out of here. Job 24. Knowest not that this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of a hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? And that's what's going to happen when we're in the kingdom, man. Everyone's going to be like, you remember those people that were called the Edomites that ruled the world, that ran the world with wickedness? They'll be cast away, man. All right. Just like Obadiah says as well, man. Okay. So that was it on this lesson, man. Maxine Waters passports are required, man. Crown Royal passports are required, man. So hopefully this lesson is edifying. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakadash, man. Shalom.